Hello everyone, Specter here, and welcome to Star Citizen. So today is the 5th day of the 2953 IAE, and this showroom is for the Drake Interplanetary ships. So before further ado, let's get to it first. Right in front of you is the Cutter. It was the new ship for the last year's IAE. Well, long story short, it's just like a box with engines on top of it. You can see you got two big engines, the V2 engines. I mean, both sides you got it, so it's symmetrical, so that's why. Okay, and also the small ones, like a mini boost engines in here. So basically, the outline of it is just like this. And of course, you got two tiny gimbal mounted size 1 laser repeaters in here. Let's get inside the ship. And from this ramp you can get inside of the ship. And this area can hold like 4 SU worth of cargo. Of course you can put more, but they will not be secured. Also, one more thing, if you want to put the vehicles inside, I think you can put a golf cart in here. But something bigger than that, like a mining rock and stuff, then you better not to put it inside. The only thing I think is very good for this cargo bay is that you can see outside even though the door is closed, the ramp is closed. So it means that you can observe a little bit like the situation outside of the ship first before you head out. That would be a little bit nice. You got some like ship modules on board in here, but yeah. Basically, you can't really interact too much about it. Just this kind of like rail thing you can interact with. Over here is a living quarter of the cutter. And you got a private section of the washroom in here. Alright, so let's move on. In here you got some gun racks in here, I believe. And also it's a pilot seat. Alright, so 2 gimbal mounted size 1s and also with 4, I believe that's size 1 missiles. And that's all the armaments you got. And the interesting feature is that you can deploy like this, I believe. Is it how you deploy it? Or you just simply, well, never mind. Well, suppose if you like press the button in here, or maybe this one. It's supposed to be something looks like this, and then you can deploy the shielding in here to cover the window to increase some sort of protection, but right now it can't really do anything with it, which is very odd. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay, I think I've absorbed as much as I can for now. Time to hit the next hall.
I think I might stay here a bit longer.
And right here, you can see there's a Cutter Scout in here. So it's a kind of, you can say, it's a scout version of or like reconnaissance version of the Cutter over there. So from the outline, it would be similar to the Cutter, but the V2 engines is different. Comparing to the Cutter, you got 2 small size engines instead of 1 big size engine for the V2 engines, but the outlook of it would be so similar to each other. I don't know why it's clipped like into the ground. I hope it won't explode. Okay, for science, good. Alright, I'm in. Now, this cargo bay, comparing to the Cutter got 4 SU worth of cargo space, but this one only got 2, I believe. And you got a scanning station, engineering station. I'm not so sure, like working for the radar and stuff. Wow, you really can work with this radar. Okay, good. Well, which is very fine. I really like it. At least you got a screen that will work compared to the other ships that is not going to work. Now, in here, in the midsection would be similar to the cutter itself, of course. And the same as here.
I'm going to move on to the next call, I think.
If you want to go on ahead, that's fine. I'll catch up with you later.
Alright, so 2 size 1 gimbal mounted laser repeaters, as well as, oh, this time you've got 2 size 2 missiles compared to those 4 size 1s, which is very fine. Let's see, will it work? It doesn't. That's odd. Never mind. The shield, the blast shield is not working. Anyway, so alright, let's move on. Right here you can see this is a caterpillar, the mighty cargo freighter in here. So you have 3 sections for the caterpillar, and also you've got a ship mounted tractor beam in here right now, which is very good. Now you have 3 sections. One is this pod, which is a cargo pod compartment for cargo, of course. Second section is about this one, the command modules, which can be separated from the ship. You can see you got its own its own engine in here. You can separate from the ship. According to the lore, you can I mean, those freighter pilots tend to use these command modules to have some race on their own when they are waiting for the cargo to offload and load up. And the third compartment is about the engines part, which is right here. Well, it doesn't mean that the cargo part and the engines part can be separate, but just simply like you've got 3 main parts for the ship, and you've got a mounted turret in here. Alright, so the only way to enter the ship is not via this, although I would like them to lower it and to raise me up, but you can't. So the only way to enter the ship is via this elevator.
Do another loop just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Alright, so this one is at the back of the ship, of course, but let's move to the cargo bay first here. Would be better. So this one is a mess hall, and in here is the cargo bay that I'm talking about. Usually if you're full of cargo and stuff, then you can only use these like pathway to move around between like compartments. But right now it's empty, so yeah. If you're brave enough, they can load up some snuff fighters in here and make this ship looks like a mini carrier. So this is the front part of the ship. You can put some maybe I don't know, maybe a dragonflies in here and fly it out and to do some assault and stuff. Up there you can see there's a compartment in here. This one is for the turret up there, and in here you can control the movement of those doors. And this one, as I said, is a turret that will lead up to the top turret. Okay. And I believe that Rhino is size 5 laser repeaters. Alright, let's move on. Oh, by the way, just to make sure, you can press this button to make sure they will be closed, or yeah, you can see that. You can control them like this. Alright, back to here. Okay, so In here, you have two ways to go. This one is for the tractor beam station in here. But right now, you can't really do anything with it. Oh, by the way, this way is the command modules in here. Yes, and your pilot and co-pilot will be sitting in here. So this one's pilot seat. And for this one, you've got like four. Oh, I believe that two. Sorry, two would be size. I believe that those are size 3s and two size 2s. Laser cannons, probably. Maybe I remember it wrongly. So not so sure anyway. Yeah, but the firepower of this command module is still quite powerful. But you don't have missiles, so just be aware. And this one is a co-pilot seat. So basically you can't really do anything with it. So yeah. And you got like some stations for the other crew members. Right now it's not very useful. Let's head down there. So this one is a little bit tight. Here is a crew quarter for this command modules. And this one is a tractor beam station. Right now I can't really do anything with it. But at least you got the outline of that, you know, the ship tractor beam. So maybe in the future you can use it. But I would say that the angle of that tractor beam is not that good. Yeah, so it's still like a lot of obstruct area in here. At least you can't really see through here, right? You can't see very efficiently, so yeah, which is very bad. But this one will be related to the design in the future, so yeah. And you got a bathroom in here. Let's head back up there. Alright, so I believe that this one is the one that, yep, we was heading in. Now, over here, oh, I lost my way. Okay, so this one is a tiny data base in here for the ship. Alright. Never mind, I just simply lost my way in here. Well, haven't played this game for a while, then I lost my way. On this ship, which is quite, you know, ironic. And this one is the one that's facing downward, the turret. Access to the turret facing downward. Alright, yeah. Finally, I find my way out. There you go. Alright, it looks like a maze after all. Yeah, I think that I need to pay attention to this game a little bit more, since they're developing Pyro, right? Right now, in this hall, you can see all the Cutless series, and also there's a Vulture over there in the middle. And right in front of you guys is a Cutless Steel. So it's like a dropship variant of the Cutless series. To be honest, Steel is really stealing. Because the price point of real cash price is really steep. I don't know why. But the point is not about the price with real cash. If, well, with in-game credits you got sharing the same thing, then, well, I would say that it will be fair. But if you purchase it in the game, then, well, you may find that something very strange, because it shares similar price point comparing to the Cutless, the original one. And yeah, which is only worth for $100 US. So over $200 thing in the game, selling something that looks like $100 thing, then it's not really good, right? It's not good news. But anyway, yeah, if you really like the dropship, you want a cheap one, then well, Cutless Steel will be at your service. As you can see, there's a lot of Gatling guns in here. Those are size 1 ballistic Gatling guns. Ammo-wise, unlimited, I believe. Yeah, you can use it for like some shooting gallery if you want it. before you land on the ground with your
Everything on the show floor this
friends or
Love watching
teammates.
shows like this.
So the only way to get inside the ship is via this ramp, which is a little bit higher, but anyway, yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, good. So you got a yellow jacket in here, which is a ballistic Gatling gun. I'm not so sure why it's not available for me to grab it, but anyway, yeah, you're supposed to be able to grab it and like having some sort of shooting things. You got a lot of jump seats. I believe that last time I counted like 18 of them, if I don't count it wrongly. Let's see here, let's do the math in here very quick. So 16 here, 12, and 6 more, so 18, yes indeed. Now you got, both sides got 2 yellow jacket in here, as you can see. So you're supposed to be able to call it like a retract. Oh, I
Best I've
see.
seen from this manufacturer, but still a
Deploy.
pretty solid showing.
I heard that the doors are here in the hall. I've been keeping an eye out, but no luck yet.
Grab. So you can doing this and then start like shooting, but for some reason it's not allowed me to move around with it, and yeah, which is very odd. Okay. Oh, by the way, I can move it like this. That's good. When you aim at it, then you can do
I'm
it.
just gonna
Okay.
stay here.
Oh, by the way, it seems like they limited the shooting angle of the gun so that you won't have some crazy shots over your engines or other stuff, which is great. Now over here you can see, just like the other Cutless, you got some gun racks in here. You got beds for you to sleep on it and lock out, lock back in. And also with this turret in here for the upper section of the covering fire thing, or helping the pilot to shoot at something, maybe. Alright, those believe that is size 3 twin mounted turret. Yes, indeed.
So long to see one of these. It's even better than I thought.
I actually rented one of these. Wasn't for me, but maybe
So
you would.
over the ship you got 2 seats, one is for co-pilot and one for the pilot seat. Well, don't think that you will have a very good view around you because, well, you're being surrounded by bars. So that's why. And yeah, right now you got, I believe that 4 size 2 gimbal mounted, or you can change them all of them into like fixed size 3s. Usually people will change them into fixed size 3s. Then you'll have a very strong firepower for that. And also missile wise you got 8 size 2s, and I believe that 8 size 3s as well. That's really strong firepower. So you can clear up the landing zone and like dominate the air first before you land your troops.
Alright, if I'm gonna keep the schedule I made,
Right,
better head to the
good.
next exhibit.
At the side of it, you can see there's a Cutless Blue, which is a bounty interdiction ship for bounty hunters.
I'm not sure why I keep coming to these.
So you can treat this thing as like a space police car. You got some distortion weapons in here as well. And there's a very cool things you can just identify this one is a blue no matter what kind of color you got. Is this hatch in here, the glass. You can see it's a smooth glass, while that one is like a box-like glass with bars on it. Then you can identify what kind of thing is this. Again, via the ramp, you can get inside the ship, and you got like 12 SU worth of cargo space in here, or you can put a golf car like car in here, or maybe a mining rock as well if you're good at like driving and stuff. You can park the mining rock in here and just leave the mining rock via this door. That would be fine. Make sure you use the door side of the mining rock facing this way. Okay, don't park it backward. If not, that would be another problem. So you can see you got some holding cells in here. You can keep like a 6 for each one. Then you got 12 in total. So maybe in the future, if it's working, then you can keep like 12 of your friends in here to increase some space of carrying capacity. That would be fine. And in here, it will be similar to what you can see on the Cutless Steel, or the colors, most of the color series. The turret again.
This is the first time I've been to one of these.
All right.
I'm so excited.
Hard to believe that I've been getting to go to these for almost a decade now.
So basically, let me show it to you guys. Compared to the Cutlasses, the other Cutlasses, the view will be very, very good, right? Because of, thanks to the glass, you have a better like view around you. But of course, these panels still in your way, so just be aware of it. Okay, as I said, you can do some interdiction, blocking people from traveling, quantum traveling. And I believe that you can still put like 4 size 3 fixed weapons, okay, or maybe 4 gimbal mounted size 2s if you wanted. Missiles wise, 24 size 2s, which is still very strong firepower. Right, so let's move on.
Didn't really think this manufacturer was my style.
In here you can see there's a Cutless Red, which is the ambulance version of the Cutless series. So, yeah, a long time ago you can revive in here, but like I don't really remember starting from where you can't really revive. But you can still treat some minor injuries if you wanted from the ship. Alright, let's get inside of it first. Sorry about that, I keep on drinking, I know, but my character is dying because of thirst, I believe. So in here you can see there's a cargo bay for 12 SU worth of cargo.
How fun would it be to own one?
To be honest,
Alright, and yeah,
the designers were thinking
if you want it, you can of course again you can put a mining block in here. So yeah, it's a very good thing to do. Okay, good, excellent. Let me well, sorry about that. Good, there you go. Alright, so these are the med beds, and yeah, you can really lie down and fix your injuries via here, but you can't revive, as I said. So if you're doing some sort of bunker missions, and once if you get hurt, you can get back to this ship and do some sort of like treatment like this. And yes, indeed, I actually don't need to drink at all because this medbed can heal me up. You can see my thirst and hunger level is rising because like filling it up, which is very good, right? Good, excellent. Then you can head back down and like doing some crazy things again.
I think I've seen enough of these.
Good. Oh, by the way, you've got some bunk beds in here as well. Maybe for the medical crew members, and you've got some airlocks in here as well. Right here, similar to all the Cutlasses, except for this place. Instead of having a turret, you've got a sanitation bathroom in here. So it's just a bathroom, by the way. Yeah, you can fold it as well. But I strongly suggest that you don't use it because, well, just imagine if you finish everything, done with your business, and you close it like this, and everything will be flipped around, right? So it's very bad. It's so disgusting. Yeah, anyway. So, and also the other feature of this ship is that from the co-pilot seat, I believe. Oh, right now I can't because I didn't switch it on. So, please wait a second.
IAE.
It seems like it's going to be a great show this year.
Alright, there you go.
It's not the best I've seen from this manufacturer.
Let me show it to you guys first.
Pretty solid showing. Yeah,
I hope it works, but if it didn't, then if it doesn't, then well, so sad. Wait, where? Okay, good. Good. Like this, and I believe that is somewhere around here, maybe.
I'm going to move on.
Who knows? Like I forgot where should I press?
This one.
But I remember something around here I can really do something with it. Oh, there you go. Yes. Yes, indeed, you got a remote turret, and this turret is for searchlight. So it's a very strong searchlight as well, so you can consider it's a capital size searchlight. Yeah, comparing to, of course, comparing to like I believe that it's called C8, right? Like a Pisces, then that one would be much stronger, but this searchlight is really strong as well, so yeah. Alright. So you got the searchlight in here, just for that. Alright, and the pilot seat.
Another IAE. Should I keep coming to these?
Again,
I'm glad you came.
4 gimbal mounted size 2 or fixed size 3s if you want it. No missiles at all, so just be aware if you fly the ship around, then yeah, this is not really for real combat. If you're dealing with any kind of things bigger than like the Valkyrie or stuff, then it's not a good news for your ship. But if you're dealing with some sort of like, you know, Mustang and stuff, then yeah, you can handle it easily. At the side of it, well, is the original Cutlass. Well, basically nothing so special in here, just very normal one. But comparing to the Steel, at least you got like I believe that 46 SU worth of cargo you can put in here, which is quite amazing. And also you got some jump seat in here, although it's not a very secure jump seat, but still you can seat people on it. So it means that, well, basically if you want to carry some troops and you want to carry a lot of cargo, then this thing's supposed to be your choice instead of a Steel. But anyone got their own preferences, so I won't argue with that. But this one is really amazing because you can also park with some mining rocks and stuff in here to like carrying around when you're doing some sort of surface mining, which is quite, I would say, very useful in the game right now, at least. Right here is the same as the other Cutlasses, including this turret in here. And the way over there is the same, basically, so I won't show it to you guys again. In the middle, well, this one is the main character back in 318. 318, yes. It's a Vulture. It's a like a salvage ship to recycle things and stuff. Yeah, so you're going to salvage like shipwrecks and stuff, then this is your choice. And let me see, where is like the way? Oh, there you go. Yep. So you have two ways to enter the ship. First, you can via this ramp, which is from the cargo bay to enter the ship, or if you're lazy enough, then you're going to use this one, which I will use normally. Alright, so from here you can enter the ship via this like a pilot seat in here, the bridge or the cockpit. So before I introduce everything, then let's take a look at the inside first. So this one is a cargo bay, of course, and you can hold like 12 SU worth of cargo in here, if I don't memorize it wrongly. Like here, yeah, but of course you can put more if you're using this pathway as well, and if you clip it carefully you can carry much more, as well as this part you can just simply leave it in here if you don't want to move it around anymore. By the way, this one is quite interesting. If you are having some sort of like material already, recycle some material, you can just craft something. So for example, like you can craft multi-tools in here. If you're careless enough to forget to bring it with you, then yeah, it's a very good choice for you to craft it. You got like a tractor beam modules in here, attachment in here, also can be able to craft it. What else? Lots of different kind of like attachment in here. Empty cans for like salvaging things in here as well. Well, it is very use towel kind of thing, which is very good.
I can see why some people love this style.
But anyway, there's a downside. It seems this Vulture is supposed to be one man. You're supposed to do it as a one-man job, right? But here comes a problem. This thing is really cannot like automatically put it into these cargo grids. So it means that like if you fill up for 2 boxes worth of recycled materials, you need to come down here from the cockpit and truck the beam to the correct position and go back up there and do the job again, which is very, very annoying and it's not very efficient. So yeah, anyway, yeah, just like this, every time you finish and then you just simply come over here, go back to the cockpit and do the job again. Very time consuming. Anyway, you got a locker in here, which is not very useful right now. A living quarter, as you can see, as well as there's a bathroom in here, a restroom. Again, just like the Cutless Red, you got a folded washroom. And this one is a pilot seat. Alright, so basically it looks like this. For some reasons it's not going to power up. Anyway, you got, I believe that 2 size 1 laser repeaters. So this is your only armament you got for the whole entire ship. Yeah, defend yourself from the other things, which is located in, I believe that here. Yeah, there you go. Alright. In the future, they may supposed to have more things to add it. So for example, here you can cut things into small pieces so that you can like scrap it in here, like do some sort of recycling thing. But right now it's not functional at all. So you can only use these 2 like salvaging head, mining head in here. So in front of you guys, this is the Herald. It's a data runner. So in this game right now, 2 data runner ships is available to fly around, which is the Mercury Star Runner and the Herald. But compared to the Mercury Star Runner, this thing is really useless, except for having 2 big engines for you to become some sort of like I don't know, like a rocket launcher and something like that in the space. But basically, that's it. Alright, so these pods supposed for you to pull it out and moving somewhere else, just like boxes, doing some box delivery missions. But anyway, right now it's not useful at all, and there's no reason for you to pull it out at all if you can pull it out, because right now data is not a thing at all. So well, this ship is really useless. 2 big engines right at the back, and here the same thing in here. But basically, the only thing is different from the other ship is that the Herald got a right side entrance instead of a left side. So let's enter the ship.
I really hope the other halls are better than this one.
Alright, so interior design wise is not very good. You got some gun racks in here, a station for you to scan and also data collecting and stuff, like treating some other data, of course. And you got a bed in here to rest, and also the washroom or toilet that is not really covering at all. So like half of your body is like hanging outside like this. It's really disgusting, you know. Like especially you can imagine if you are like having 2-man crew in here, the other person is like really suffered from the stench of the toilet. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the front seat in here. The pilot seat. So right now you can see you've got like 3 size 1 gimbal mounted weapons in here. I believe that you can change them out, but I forgot whether you can change it in size 2s or what. Anyway, yeah, I believe that you can't, but if you can, but yeah, I'm not so sure. I haven't changed that before. Anyway, you got 8 size 1s in here, missiles I mean. That's all the armaments you got. So basically this thing is really like trying to like you to boost your way away from combat instead of like getting yourself into combat. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so let's leave the ship. And in here you can see there's a Corsair, which is an expedition ship, kind of, for Drake Interplanetary. It was a new ship for last year, but there are a lot of different kind of issues, but now I hope that they fixed it. So basically, if you're a person who doesn't really like some ships that without any kind of symmetrical thing, then this is not a ship for you, because you have 3 wings in here, 2 wings over here, 1 big wing in here, so it means that, well, there you go. It looks so ugly when it deploys, then for the people who doesn't really like the ships without symmetrical design, then it's the bad news for you. The only way for you to, I mean, not only, but you have 2 ways to enter the ship. But yeah, using the ramp would be far better comparing to the other part of it. So you can put like 72 SU worth of cargo in here. You can put some mining rocks and cars and whatever you wanted, as long as it's not exceeding the size of the cargo bay would be fine. Now, over here, good. It's an engineering station. Alright, so you can see there's a panel in here for some work and also some ship modules in here, which is quite efficient if you talk about repairing and stuff. And over here is an airlock with some, I believe that those are gun racks, and also some lockers for suits and stuff. In the future, you can see that you can hold a helmet and undersuit or armor in here before you head outside, which is very good. Now let's move on. This is a mess hall, and I believe that it's being taken. Oh no, it's not taken. Okay, there you go. So you got this kind of very weird thing in here, and you can drink it for some reasons. I would take that. Tastes good. Okay, I just broke my hand. Sorry. Oh, okay. Did I just broke my hand or stuff? Like, oh my god. Okay, never mind. It's mine now. Let me put it. Oh my, can't see myself. Sorry, I can't help it. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, so this is the mess hall in here, you can see, and also this one I believe that is like yeah, washroom in here. You got a very legendary folded toilet in here, and I believe that you can't really move anything in here. Yes, that's good. Anyway, so you got more crew compartments in here, very rare for the design of Drake Interplanetary, because everyone got their own bed. Alright, so it's quite rare. You can see most of their ships is like bunk beds and stuff, and you can either share, but this one is like originally just 1 person per bed, which is very good. And this button, when you press it, is an elevator. And this is the thing that I said is bugged, because like, I can't get inside. So normally you can get in and out via this elevator. You can have 3 handles in here. I believe that let's see. Oh, there you go. I press the correct button. So this one can let you to stay out of the ship, even in space, which is very fine. This one is return yourself back to the middle section of the ship, which is very good. And this one is the last one, which will lead you to exit the ship at this and land here. But anyway, yeah, sometimes it bugs and you will have a very gorgeous time. Anyway, yeah, let's head to here first. So you have two ways to enter the turret at the side.
Okay, I think I'm about done here.
If you want to go on ahead, go on. I'll catch up with you later.
Alright, so basically this is how it looks like from the interior. So yeah, straight fire mode and stuff, and power on. Yeah, there you go. Something looks like this. Alright. So these are like size 2 laser repeaters.
I wonder how this
The
shows
firing
up.
angle is quite wide as well, which is quite good.
Exploring the show with someone else.
Alright, so let's move on. So this is the bridge, just like the, you know, the caterpillar. You got 2 seats in here. But don't underestimate these 2 seats. Okay, so this pilot seat, of course. So you can see there are like 6 guns slaved by you. But if you are generous enough, want to share, well, that is another problem. I mean, another issue. Not problem at all. So now you have 8 size 3s missiles, and that is, I believe, that all the missiles you got. Yeah. But anyway, why I said that you can share, because
Designers in the lines.
Seeing it, that is a lot different than I imagined.
of this one. So unlike the caterpillar and stuff here, this co-pilot seat is really outstanding because
As much as I can.
this whole entire compartment is just simply a turret. So, oh, by the way, yep. Oh, okay, I see. So it seems like it's not sharing anymore, is it? That's odd. So you have 2 size 2 laser repeaters only. That's odd. Let me check it first. I thought you were sharing with the pilots though. Yeah, no longer sharing. Okay, I see.
Didn't really get
That's
this
where
manufactured
really
with my
odd.
style.
So, because a long time ago you can just simply
I think they've somehow
use
outdone
the
themselves.
use the pilot's weapons to like decimate the others by using the co-pilot seat, but it turns out it's not the case anymore. That's interesting. So over here, I believe there's another bedroom for the captain. Yeah.
Wow, look at this. How fun would it be to own one?
To be honest,
I'll catch up with you
I'm not really sure what.
All right, so let's move on. Okay, so right here you can see there's a Buccaneer, which is a fighter of Drake Interplanetary. I believe that it's the only so-called fighter, the real fighter, that is signed by Drake Interplanetary right now. So, well, we can see you got a lot of firepower for this tiny ship and 2 huge engines. I personally, I kind of like this ship. The only thing I don't like is that the glass, when you use it for quite some time, the glass will get dirty and you really need to like so-called repair the ship. So, and well, at that time you can clean up the glasses. But well, if you're going to repair it, of course will need to charge you some fees. So the only way to stay inside the ship is via here. Right. So it's quite cozy in here, and so right now you can see 2 size 3s laser repeaters, 1 size 4 ballistic Gatling guns on top of it, and 2 size 1 ballistic Gatling guns. You can change it into like different sizes. Different variant of weapons, but the size itself is fixed, so you can't really do anything with it. So normally, what I would do is that for the top part here, so you can put size 4 weapons, right? But of course, you can put a turret which can house 2 size 2 weapons as well. So for me, I would put a turret and put 2 size 2s instead of one size 4 weapons over there, because usually I won't hit anything. So I will increase my the amount of weaponries on board of my ship so that I can increase my chance to hit something. Yeah, and missile wise, you can see you got 2 size 2s and 4 size 2s, but different version of those size 2 missiles. And by the way, yes, all the Drake Interplanetary ships are actually without escape mechanism, so you can't really eject yourself when things go sideways. Alright, let's move on. Downstairs over here you can see some hoverbike, which is the Dragonflies. So these things are really interesting, and well, usually I won't use it, but I actually fly this thing for quite some while. And to be honest, I really like this ship. I mean, the look of it, at least. Alright, so this is how you sit on it. For the pilot seat, you got 2 ballistic shotguns for this tiny hover bike. But of course, you can change it into 2 size 1s, other weaponries and stuff here. The cool thing is that the one who's sitting at the back would be very enjoyable, because if I mark it correctly, can I?
It'll be fun to use for a weekend.
I can't. Anyway, there you go. See? That's how. That's why I would say that if you're sitting at the back, then you will have a very good moment to. Well, it's better for you to take some like pills first to prevent being dizzy and stuff and being shocked by any kind of things that your pilot companion will do to the hovercraft in here, because you're going to face backward. So normally I would say that you can hold any kind of armaments and shoot at the back, but right now I can't, right? It's just like you can see that my character is so nervous right now. Alright, so I don't know who designed it like this, but anyway, yeah. Can't you just flip it over? It would be a little better, right? Who will sit backward when you're like riding a bike? And over here you can see this is a Mule, which is a kind of tiny cargo transporter, cargo hauler. You can put like, I believe that 1 or 2 SU worth of great big boxes in here, while you can put some delivery boxes at the side of it as well, which is very good. Alright, I believe that you can put like 1, 2, 3, maybe 6 of them in total on both sides. Alright. And some time ago, I believe that someone did some very interesting thing by like saving up your armor by putting them in here so that you won't lose it. Okay, so let me see how to adjust this so that I can get inside. Oh, there you go. So you enter the vehicle via the front. It's just like a mining rock. When you deploy it, you're supposed to deploy something like a... Oh, by the way, I didn't switch it on, right? That's why. Alright, so let me retract it first and deploy it again. Does it work? Not working. So you're supposed to be able to put these kind of fork-like thing at the front so that you can put the boxes hanging around them and moving them around. But for some reasons it's not working, so yeah, why not? Alright, so basically this is the only thing you can really do with the ship. Power off and open the doors and stuff. Not much things you can really do with it. Exit the seat. Yep. It's very odd for these kind of glasses, like bushes moving around like this, you know. There's no wind at all. Alright, let's move on to the hologram room. in this room, the only thing that they show is the Kraken. Kraken is a kind of light multiple carrier. So basically, you got a lot of tons of cargo capacity, while you got like believe that some small hangars for smaller craft and 2 landing pads for like medium craft, and you got 2 Dragonfly bays as well, which is very powerful if you use it as a like a power projection. Is it how you call it? But anyway, doesn't mean that you can't, even though it's big, but doesn't mean that you can't fly inside of the atmosphere. But just be aware, you will have a hard time to leave the atmosphere. You probably need to use the, is it like SRV? Yeah, the Argo SRV to pull you out, help you to leave the atmosphere. But generally wise, this thing is really huge and also is quite expensive. So imagine you use like more than $2,000 to buy this ship, which is still in concept, nowhere close to finish developing. Then, well, yeah, enjoy yourself if you really want it, but I would suggest you to fly it around first before you spend such amount of money. I mean, if it's flyable, and you can fly it around first before you spend a lot of money on it. Alright, so basically that is it for today's video about the Drake Interplanetary showcase in here. I hope you enjoy, and I shall see you guys next time then. Bye bye.